Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at the classic Iron Monger from the Iron Man 2 comic series. Picked this guy up today as well as the Advanced Armor Iron Man and the Hulkbuster Iron Man. Yes, I caved. What can I say? I'm a weak man. But what made me weak? Well, my local Walmart had rolled back the price in the Iron Man 2 line from $7 to $5, so I'm not made of stone here, folks. You know, when I see a good deal, I do jump on it. And although I wasn't planning on picking up the Hulkbuster, I figured at some point I might want it, and you can't beat a deal like that. But let's have a look at this Ironmonger here. He's number 35, by the way. A little bit of a read up here. Personally, I'm not terribly familiar with the character because I didn't really see him in the comics, and I think I saw him in the animated series, and then of course he was in the movie, but not in this armor. So, yeah, I'm going to get this open and have a look. By the way, the temporary markdown is a little bit funny just because the other week they had hiked up the price on the Marvel Universe figures by $1, and I've noticed that since that time it doesn't look like they've sold a single figure, so it just goes to show, but because Ironmonger is a larger figure, it looks like they haven't included any accessories with him beyond the usual base and cards. I mean, they tend to do that with a lot of the larger guys. The comic series usually came with projectiles, though, while the movie series had like those crappy launchers. Now, I don't know what kind of projectiles he even fired in like the comics and stuff, so probably not a big issue, especially because he has two closed fists, so you know, I do like the design of this. When I saw a review for this guy the other week, I at first thought he was a custom because I hadn't seen this one in the stores yet. But happily, he is a normal figure in the line, so that's pretty cool because he is really decent looking, and you know, there's something about him I really like. So yeah, a quick glance at the cards. And I just save them. I don't actually do anything with them. I don't even leave the stands or anything like that, but as for the figure itself, it's just one solid monotone. You'll notice that within the plastic, or maybe the paint, there's like this glitter, so he has a kind of glossy effect you might not see. It doesn't look like there's a tremendous amount of paint variation, although you can definitely see darker shades on the torso regions and stuff like that. And the shoulder pads and some of the other parts have less decoration. Like there's no glitter on this thing around his neck right here, and no glitter around the arc reactor. Detail-wise, you know, he's not, I guess, as intricate of a machine as some of the other ones in the line. Like, the other ones have, like, a lot of tiny little detail, but, you know, it's a good thing, and the fact that he doesn't have much paint on him means that they can't really mess it up. In terms of articulation, we have a rotating wrist that doesn't really rotate all that much because we have these ginormous arms here. Let's just see. These look like they pop off, though. They do not pop off. It's one solid piece. And actually, he cannot... Wait here. Can't get this stupid arm to move. Okay, it was just a really tight joint, but the arms do have like a ball and socket here at the elbow. Good luck actually moving it around, though, just because the little plate thing here flops quite a bit, so you can't move it sideways all that easily. Because if you try to move it by the wrist, hand moves, try to move it here, this moves. You've got to like kind of stick your nail in this to push it, but I don't know, it will move a bit. Just a really tight joint for this one at least. Now the arms are severely impeded by these shoulder pads, which don't look like they pop up at all. Looks like they're kind of attached to the figure, and yeah, they're not removable. Head rotates, does not go up or down because you've got this ginormous plate here. I guess for the character it probably wouldn't do that, but torso joint here rotates. We'll go 360, we'll go up and down a little bit. We have the standard thigh slash ball here where you have to move the thing in the direction you want to go, and then, you know, you do get a good range of motion, but it's just a pain in the ass to manipulate. Double joint here at the knee. And then down here at the ankle, goes up and down a little bit, in addition to rotating. Definitely a very cool looking armor, although, you know, kind of basic compared to some of the stuff that Tony flies around in. This, of course, was, well, I don't know if you'd say piloted, but, you know, it was used by, was it pronounced Obadiah Stane? I just can't pronounce his name. You know, he was the villain in the first movie. Oops, spoilers, but, I mean, if you saw the trailers, you might have picked that up. And, you know, as mentioned, pretty cool looking suit. Not a tremendous amount to say about this otherwise, though. I do like it, but I'm just not too sure what I'm gonna be doing about it. Now, I'll probably be picking up more as it goes forward. I mean, both of the Iron... Was it marked Iron Monger instead of Iron Man? I thought the Silver Centurion was an Iron Man prototype. Unless it was an Iron Monger prototype. But I'm getting completely sidetracked. I saw a few of these other ones in stores, which I might pick up. Of course, you know, it's mostly just peg warmers from the stuff that I didn't want in the first place, so I might cave, might not, but I mean, at $5, these are a pretty cool deal. So, until next time, folks. Just realized I should probably toss in a figure for a size comparison because you might not realize how massive this guy is, but here's the comic series War Machine, who, you know, he completely dwarfs, so that is pretty cool.